Hello and welcome to our second Milesight unboxing video. This week we're looking at the Milesight Mini Bullet models. There are two types of Milesight Mini Bullet. One is a fixed mini bullet with fixed focal length options, and the other is a remote zoom and focus model with a motorized varifocal lens. Both mini bullets are very similar, even the boxes look the same and have the same words on the outside. So in this video we will mainly focus on the fixed lens model, but we will bring the other model in at points to point out the small but important differences between the models. So let's jump straight in with what you will find in the box when you order either model. First, you have the two standard documents that come with all the Milesight cameras. One is the quick start guide that takes you through the basic setup of the camera, and the second is the warranty card that allows you to keep track of your warranty and when it expires. The next thing you'll find in the box is a small packet containing 3 mounting screws and 3 rail plugs for ceiling and wall mounting. Also in the packet you'll find a small hex screwdriver for locking the camera in position when you have finished adjusting it during the mounting. The third item out of the box is the bracket. The mini bullet bracket is a standard ball and socket bracket that allows you to rotate, tilt and pan the camera into almost any position. The bracket also has a very simple screw and locking mechanism to attach it to the camera, which we will demo later in this video. The final thing in the box is the most important part, the camera body itself. Both the fixed and varifocal mini bullets are made up of two key parts. The sensor, lens and IR LEDs are housed inside the black body of the camera, and the second part is the white rain shade that surrounds and protects the body of the camera. So with everything out of the box, let's just highlight some of the key features of both types of mini bullet. They are both available in either a 2 megapixel or 5 megapixel option. Both cameras also feature IR LEDs, a 128GB MicroSD slot, the H.265 Plus compression codec, and the full Milesight VCA package. In terms of unique features, the fixed mini bullet is available in two focal length options, 4mm and 6mm, and has an IR range of up to 30 meters. While the focus and zoom model only comes in one 2.8 to 12mm varifocal option, features an IR range of up to 45 meters, and also the varifocal model features a P-iris lens which the fixed lens model doesn't have. Other than those few differences, the features of both types of mini bullet are exactly the same in terms of technology, but when it comes to the physical appearance, the varifocal models are actually a slightly different size to the fixed model. With the boxes being the same size and there not being a sense of scale in the pictures of both models, you would be forgiven for thinking they are exactly the same size. It is only when you put both models side by side that you see the fixed mini bullet is roughly 160mm from the front of the rain shade to the gasket, when the rain shade is in the default position, while the varifocal model is roughly 190mm when the shade is set to the same default position. Now, you will have already noticed that Milesight's mini bullet range does not feature a pigtail or obvious RJ45 port for connecting the camera to your network. Instead, with the mini bullets, you will have to unscrew the back of the camera to reveal the camera's RJ45 port. As well as the RJ45 port, when you open the camera, you will find the MicroSD slot that can take up to 128GB of onboard storage, and the reset button for resetting the camera back to its factory settings. Now, with all the features of the camera covered, we can talk about how you go about doing the physical installation. The first step is to take the back plate of the camera with the weatherproof gasket attached. You will want to unscrew the plastic cap of the gasket and then use a finger or a narrow tool like a pen to push the rubber bung out of the gasket. The next step is to take the network cable and pass the cable through the bracket, the plastic cap from the gasket, and through the back plate of the camera. Once you've done this, the parts should be laid out exactly as you see them on screen now. You will then want to wrap the rubber bung around the cable and then slide the bung along the cable and push it into its earlier position inside the weatherproof gasket. The rubber bung fits very tightly and is very fiddly to get in place, so we will jump cut to the next step. With the bung in place, you will then want to connect the network cable to the camera and then slide the back plate up to the back of the camera and screw the plate back into place. With the back plate securely in place, you will then want to slide the plastic cap up to the gasket and screw it into place. The gasket is designed, as you saw earlier, so that the tighter you screw it, the tighter the rubber bung squeezes the cable, which seals and waterproofs the connection. The next step is to fix the bracket to the back of the camera. To do this, you will want to slide the bracket up to the back of the camera and twist the bracket until it lines up correctly to fit flush to the back of the camera. Once there, keep twisting the bracket so that the bracket won't slide off the back of the camera. At this point, you want to get the small hex tool provided with the camera and use it to tighten the 3 screws to secure the bracket to the back of the camera. So now with all the parts of the camera put together and the network cable connected to the camera, you can place the camera where you want to mount it, drill the mounting holes, and then use the rail plugs and mounting screws to secure the camera in place. The final step with the camera now fixed in place is to take the hex tool and unscrew the 3 locking screws on the side of the bracket. With these loose, you will then be able to adjust the camera's position. We would advise having the camera connected to your network and set up by this point so that you can log in and see a live view while you are adjusting the camera. Once you are happy with the position, you can tighten the locking screws again and you will have finished the installation of the camera. Thank you for watching and subscribing. If you want to see the camera demo for this model when it is uploaded, make sure you subscribe by clicking the Use IP logo. Check the description below for links to our webshop, Facebook, Twitter and Google Plus feeds. If you want more videos like this, click the playlist on screen now. Thanks again for watching and see you in the next video.